Hey everyone, Jordan here at Totally Bored, and in this video, I'm going to be showing you guys my birthday and Black Friday haul. So first of all, I am a little bit sick today, so bear with me, I might sound a little bit off. But anyways, this past week was both my birthday as well as Black Friday, and your boy got a lot of games. So I'm gonna be going through these and just showing you what I got. And yeah, I'm really hyped to show you guys and share this with y'all. So I wanted to start with what I got for my birthday, and I'm starting with a gift from my nephew. And this is a pretty funny game that I've actually never heard about before. This is called the Uncle Wiggily game. And this is essentially a kind of like a kid game where you are drawing cards, and the cards will have numbers which determine how far your little bunny character hops along the board. And I think the name is hilarious, and so did my nephew. And I believe he found this thrifting, so we haven't played this yet. It was riddled with a lot of spelling errors, and I thought it was funny. I think it might be like a foreign game. Actually not really sure where this is from, but yeah, this was the first gift I got, and it was really cool. So shout out Hayden for this one. Thank you so much. Now on to some of the, I guess, more modern games I got. This next one is from my sister, my mom and dad, and they came through pretty big. They got me War of the Ring. Now, if you are familiar with this channel, you know that I really enjoy Lord of the Rings. I have both the living card game and one of the expansions, as well as Journeys in Middle-earth, and I just overall really enjoy Lord of the Rings in general. Actually, the most recent video I did, I talk about how the LCG has replaced Marvel Champions for me. So to get another Lord of the Rings game and it basically be the definitive experience when it comes to the Tolkien universe, I'm really excited to get this. I took everything out, organized it, and called up my brother-in-law, who's just as fanatical about Lord of the Rings as me, and we're planning to play this over Christmas. So I will definitely update you guys and let you know how this experience goes, but I'm really hyped for this. It's huge, it's awesome. I actually almost bought the playmat for this, but I haven't even played it yet once, so I'm gonna play through it kind of just how it is normally, the base game, and then go from there. I'm not gonna like splurge too hard and deluxify this yet, but that may happen in the future depending on how much I like the game. So, and this was from my friend John, and he came through super hard and got me a copy of Mansions of Madness 2nd Edition. Now, I haven't ever played this. I really haven't played too many H.P. Lovecraftian games in general. I have played through the first campaign of Arkham Horror and really liked it. I actually played through it with John, who got me this game. And yeah, this is crazy. This is a top 50 maybe Board Game Geek game. I know it's top 100 at least. And from my understanding, it is the same... it uses the same system as Journeys in Middle-earth, so with a totally different theme. Now, this one does rate higher typically, and based on a lot of people's reviews and what I've looked into, it does score quite a bit higher. But I am still really interested in playing this. I love Journeys in Middle-earth, so super hyped to play this. So thank you so much, John, for this one. Really hyped to get this to the table. Now, the next one I got is from a friend of mine, Josh, and he actually found a crazy game at a thrift store near my house. And this is another huge box. This is the Elder Scrolls Skyrim, the adventure game. I think it's, first of all, crazy that he found this at a thrift store. He said he got it for really cheap. He didn't tell me how much. I don't really care to know. But retail, this thing is over $100. So I couldn't believe that he found this, and everything was in there in great shape. It looked like it never had been played. So thank you so much, Josh. I'm really excited to try this as well. I have a ton of memories playing this video game back in, I think I was in high school at that point. Maybe college, might have been like my freshman, sophomore year, but absolutely love this game, and super stoked to play the board game. So yeah, thanks again, Josh. Appreciate that. Let's see. Okay, so next up, I'm going to talk about a game that I got for myself, and that is Zombicide 2nd Edition. Now, I initially got the Undead or Alive version, but I'm not too big into Western games. I do like Western stuff, but I don't know, something about the Zombicide didn't look too appealing to me. Characters all looked a little samey and stuff, and this one seemed to have a little bit more variability and just differing characters that seemed more unique. And I also really like the modern day theme, especially with zombies. You know, shows like The Walking Dead, I love all of that. So the first playthrough of this game went okay, but I really wasn't hooked on it. And so I was kind of a little underwhelmed, but then I played it again, then I played it again, and I keep playing it, and it's so good. This is a pretty lightweight game where you essentially have 3 actions. There's a few more, but the main ones, you can move your character, you can search, or you can fight zombies. And I've played this with my niece, my sister, my nephew, and a lot of people who don't really game in my family, and they keep coming back and asking me to play it. And that's a really good sign, and I'm so glad I have this in my collection now because it's just so accessible. It's a fun theme, easy mechanics, and it's really fun. It's a fun cooperative experience. And yeah, I love Zombicide. And this actually leads into my next purchase, which I don't have yet, but I did order it from Target sale, and that is the Fort Hendricks expansion for Zombicide 2nd Edition. And in this one, you are, I guess, taking over or trying to prevent a zombie takeover within an army base or some kind of military base, I'm assuming. I don't really know much about it, but I do know it has like zombies with guns, and there's a lot more characters and a lot of cool weapons, so I'm really, really hyped to play this. Been playing it a lot with my roommate as well, so shout out Francisco for tackling this game with me. It's been a lot of fun. So next up is a game that was heavily discounted on Amazon, and it's a game that I've played the first one. This is the sequel to that. Haven't played this yet. But it's another big boy. This is Nemesis Lockdown. Now, this is the sequel to Nemesis, which is essentially Alien, the board game without the IP, but really, really well done. Thematic, Ameritrash, is that what everyone calls them? Game. You know, it involves a lot of luck. There is betrayal. It's a very cinematic game. And so I'm actually really, really hyped to play this. It reminds me of a more complex Zombicide, essentially, at least based on the first game, where you have pretty simple actions. You know, you're mostly moving, you're searching, you're attacking. You know, it does get a little more complex than that with objectives and things like that. But very, very excited to play this. I mean, I think it was like 50% off on Amazon, so really looking forward to play this. Just trying to find a group to play it with me. I tried to play it with my family, but they weren't really feeling it. They wanted to play Zombicide, and I love Zombicide, so didn't argue with them, but still really, really hyped to play this. We are now going to get into the games that I got yesterday at my local store's Black Friday sale. They had a buy one, get one half off sale going, and got a lot of really cool games. So first one, this is a game that I've had my eye on for a long time. Never played it, so really looking forward to it. This is Endless Winter Paleo Americans, and this is I guess like a Euro game. I actually wasn't aware of that, but you are surviving the harshness of winter. It takes place in 10,000 BC, so a long time ago. And I mean, as far as the game and presentation, it is absolutely beautiful. I'll try to get some B-roll that I can throw up on the screen, but crazy components, super, super well done. I think I got it for like $60. So with the sale, it was like $30. Pretty crazy deal, and really, really excited to play this. Love the theme. It's weird too. It's like all white, mostly white components, but it still pops really well. And I think that's cool that the artist was able to achieve that. Who is the artist here? The Miko? I guess that's the artist here. The Miko. I don't know who that is. So some kind of pseudonym. But yeah, really excited for this game. This was kind of a toss-up between this game and Paleo. I think it's Paleo, which is another game that takes place a long time ago. It involves, you know, super old extinct animals, and I'm not really sure the goal of the game, but I ended up going with this game just because I thought the theme, at least the components and all that, looked more interesting to me. So we'll see. I'm definitely going to do some kind of review or mini review on this once I eventually play it. Okay, next up we have a game that I have had on my radar for a long time. This is an old school game, at least from today's standards. This was made in 1999. It is a Knizia game with art on the new edition by Ian O'Toole. and this is Raw. This is a bidding game, I think, an auction game, excuse me. And not too familiar with it, but I know it is very highly talked about, very popular. Like I said, it's from 1999, and I think it's top 200 on BGG. And this new edition is really cool. I mean, the components are a lot of wood components. Let's see, I can show you some of the wood tokens they have in here. They're huge, super high quality, super thick, and they have this ginormous raw meeple. I mean, seriously, it's like an inch thick. Absolutely ridiculous. It's actually like comical how big it is, but very excited to play this. I hear that it's super, super accessible. I like the fact that it's short. I think you can play a game in like 45 minutes, which I need more. I need shorter games in my collection. I'm definitely going down the rabbit hole of like super, super deep, heavy Euros that take like 3 hours to play, which I'm always down for. But getting some of these really just great classic games that you can completely play in like under an hour is awesome. So really looking forward to Raw. I think the art is so cool, so beautiful. Ian O'Toole is one of the GOATs in my opinion. So really looking forward to getting this to the table. And let's see here. We have two more. Now this next one is a Stonemaier game. It's very new and you have probably heard of this one. This is Apiary. Apiary. We're gonna go with that one. And this is, let's see, it's designed by Connie Vogelman with art by Kwanchai Moria. This is a game where you have your own bees and you're sending them out to do a variety of actions like explore different planets. You can have them hire new workers and build farms and do all kinds of stuff that can chain react and make for these really, really fun turns. And I played this yesterday with a new friend of mine who I'd met during the Black Friday sale, actually, and I don't think I've ever been bodied in a game as bad as I was yesterday. I think the final score was like 98 to 160. Like, he massacred me. And I played like half the game. Well, I didn't play it wrong. I didn't read correctly, and I cost myself a bunch of points. But despite all that and the frustration of my misfortunes and my inability to read, I still had a really good time, and I think that's a testament to how fun this game is because I got destroyed, but I still want to come back and play it. And I think the art on this game is super cool, super unique. It's actually pretty simple. By the time, about 30 minutes into the game, we were flying on our turns, no pun intended, and it's really good. I mean, this game's great. I think there were only 3 copies left, and like when I was in line to buy this, I probably had 5 people come up to me and try to get me to give it to them. And obviously, I didn't do that, but yeah, my friend Aaron, he was one of the guys who's like, man, I was trying to get that copy, and I was like, well, I don't have anything going on right now. Do you just want to play after this? And he said yes, and yeah, we had a lot of fun with it. So we plan to link back up and maybe run it back. Hopefully, I won't get destroyed so hard this time, but this is a really fun game. Absolutely recommend it if you get a chance to play it. Super, super fun. All right, and that leaves one game left. And this is a game that I've had on my radar for a very long time. This is Clank Catacombs. Now, I've only played one Clank. I've only played Clank in Space, and I thought it was pretty good. The big thing about that game is that it has a modular board, and that's one of the big features because of just the variability, tons of replayability in the game. And this is even elevates that to the next level. Every single room that you are visiting, or what you're unlocking, I should say, is one of a multitude of tiles that you place down. And I haven't played this, so I don't want to try to describe it and be way off, but those are the two main factors that why I wanted this the most. Is I like the fantasy theme a lot more than the space theme. I like the space theme to some degree, but definitely prefer fantasy, and the variability was a huge factor on why I wanted this. So really excited. They only had one copy, so I lucked out, and I kind of like sprinted to this when I got in the store. No one else was trying to get it, I don't think. So it worked out, and yeah, really, really hyped to play Clank, and I will definitely be letting you guys know about my opinions and what I think about all these games as soon as I can get them tabled. I am actually planning to play either Clank or Endless Winter today after I record this, but we'll see what happens. And I actually got one more gift. This was from my beautiful girlfriend, she went all out and found me something that I've needed for a long time, and she got me like the coolest one, and this was a board game backpack. Now, she ended up going with, she kind of asked me beforehand, but she ended up going with this ginormous, I hope you guys can see this in the frame. This is the Geek On, what's the name of it? It's like the ultimate board game backpack. And first of all, this thing's huge. I don't know if you guys can see how big this is, but it is so cool. I think the colorway is dope. I'm gonna definitely stand out with this giant purple thing, but I like it a lot. I think it's really cool. Super well made. I kind of explored it whenever she gave it to me. It has room for like, it fit War of the Ring and like 3 other games, so it's huge. It can even hold Gloomhaven. That's like one of the kind of selling points they talk about. Super hyped for this. It's something I needed for a long time, and realistically, I could even use this backpack like if I just go traveling, because it's massive, so I could fit a bunch of clothes in here. But who's really gonna do that, right? Like, we're board gamers. I'm bringing just like 1 pair of clothes, and then the rest are board games, and we're gonna make do with what we got. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, really, really excited for this, and glad to have it. So shout out Jasmine for that. So those were all the games that I got. So yeah, I kind of went a little ham, but I think I got, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I got like 10 games. So my backlog is growing, and my shelf of shame is definitely growing as well, but really excited to play these. And that wraps up my Black Friday and birthday haul for 2023. If you guys have played any of the games that I talked about today, I would love to hear your comments and what you think about them. If you hated this video, feel free to dislike this and roast me in the comments. This is Jordan here at Totally Bored. We'll see you next time.